Lightning will light it up. Oh my goodness, Eric, do you see that?
Yeah. Wow.
That we're looking at that thunderstorm right now from downtown Cincinnati. And that's a look at that massive supercell thunderstorm that is moving through Clinton County tonight, producing the possibility of destructive winds upwards of 80 miles an hour. And as the lightning flashes, you can see the towering nature of that cloud, how huge it is. And I just got a glimpse of it before. Hopefully the lightning lights it up again to see just how huge that storm is as we look up to the north there. Toward Clinton County. So that is the massive storm that is impacting Clinton County right now. Quite a view from it. Eric, you're looking at some hail over there too with this thing now.
You know, yeah, I kind of want to talk one and the same thing here, John. You get those really strong wind gusts there, 75 to 80 miles per hour. Of course, we're going to see some very strong vertical updrafts with that, and that always means hail. And of course, we are seeing the severe thunderstorm and this dangerous storm that is right over Wilmington, maybe just to the south. But look at these bright green colors. That's where we are seeing some of that destructive hail, between quarter and ping pong ball size hail, between maybe an inch to an inch and a half in diameter. That could do some damage easily, say south of Wilmington there, north of Cuba. This is US 68, US 22, and then Ohio 134. So some of those roads there, we're seeing intense thunderstorm activity producing, there it is on the severe scale there, which does constitute that severe thunderstorm warning. Starting to see at least some of those indications, very intense hail rates. Again, given that those strong wind gusts, not a surprise. Again, seeing these pulse up and pulse down, it does all go back to this line. Look at how amazing this is. Tracing it right through Hamilton area, going into Butler County, going into Warren County there, right over the Lebanon area, and then now pulsing back up right over Wilmington, giving it one last hurrah here into the tri-state before it finally hightails out. No tornadoes unlike the other side of this line here. But we are still seeing a kind of a really one and the same thing, and that is just some damaging wind gusts, and of course that also very damaging hail as we go through the next maybe 30 minutes or so. Here's the updated watches and warnings still in effect. Notice they're trimming back some of those tornado watches. On the other side, we are already clearing out. So we have another maybe couple hours to go, 1 to 2 hours, whatever is west of this line. We're going to be clearing out here for Indiana counties very shortly, but not until we see that cold front start to push through. So we are still not out of the woods yet, John, but at least seeing now that main line start to work its way into our western counties.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the winds with this thing too. Now, as the wind field passes Wilmington here, picking up some winds here of around 58 miles an hour, so not the destructive that was on the tag at this point. That's good news. But we've got East Clinton High School here around 9:53, Lee's Creek around 9:53, Memphis 9:56, New Vienna Elementary School 9:57, Highland Station 10:03, Fairfield High School around 10:05, and Leesburg around 10:05. As it continues out of Clinton County, those winds are going to spread across the northern part of Highland County too, where you are also under the severe thunderstorm warning that goes until 10 o'clock tonight. So we got another 10 minutes or so with this storm. But well, it looks like the hail core has grown here too. And so Eric was just talking about that. So just to the east of Wilmington, to the southeast of Wilmington, where you're seeing that purple shading right now is where we are seeing some really intense hail with this thing. And it's coming into Lee's Creek, south of Melvin right here. Intense lightning with that thing too, as it rides out there through Clinton County and northern parts of Highland County, where we still have that severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now. Back to the other side of the viewing area right now. This is the warning in the northeast side of the viewing area that is a considerable one. Well, that storm we were worried about for Fayette County and Union County, It has prompted a brand new severe thunderstorm warning, Fayette, Union, and Wayne County. They've already been hit a couple times out here, getting hit again. This severe thunderstorm warning is going to go until 10:30. 60-mile-an-hour winds and the possibility of hail up to 1 inch in diameter with this storm moving through Fayette County and northern Union County right now. Warning goes right until 10:30. This one is moving at around 45 miles per hour across Fayette and Union County. So let's give you a track on that as it continues to cross through these locations. East Germantown around 9:52, Centerville 10:02, Richmond 10:09. So areas from Fayette and Union County, the northern part of those counties, north under a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. Winds to 60 miles an hour. 1 inch hail is going to be possible with that storm. And you can see we've got some more storms kind of tailing back here now into Butler, Warren County. So this line's trying to back build from the supercell back across northern Hamilton County into Warren County and northern Claremont County. So Hopkinsville, Loveland, back to the Westchester area. We are dealing with more storms. These are non-severe storms right now, but you know, some hail is going to be possible. Some gusty winds will be possible. So we're not completely done with this threat just yet across the metro. So areas north of Cincinnati are primary concern. And the supercell thunderstorm that is moving right here through Clinton County. And Eric, I liked how you tracked the path of this thing out of Indiana. I mean, this thing has been, yeah, it's been sustained, and it's had a history of producing tornadoes. So yeah, that's why we've been so concerned with this. 70-mile-an-hour winds now. So they've gone ahead and updated that. Radar indicated 1 1/4 inch hail. And that's what I want to focus on right here. Just got a report of some hail back in the Mainville area too. So tailing back, you know, from this storm into Mainville, the back tail end of it is producing some hail, and we've seen a little purple there on the radar, so that's not a surprise. But right here in eastern Clinton County, coming into northern Highland County, is where we are seeing the possibility, oh boy, yeah, possibility of big hail out of this supercell thunderstorm. Yeah, algorithm now is showing 2 inch hail. Yeah.
The middle there.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea, you know, I mean, when we're talking 2 inch hail, we're talking, you know, somewhere between, well, it's right around hen egg size. Actually, around hen egg size is what we're looking at. So between golf ball and tennis ball is hail around 2 inches in diameter there. So, you know, that's what we're seeing here coming through Clinton County, perhaps some very large hail and winds up to 70 miles per hour there with this storm. They've got the warning that's going to expire here at 10 o'clock is when they have the expiration time of this warning. So let's give you an idea again of how this storm is going to track as it comes across portions of Clinton County here. And I want to take it across far northern sections of Highland County. So Memphis, 10:02, Fairfield High School, 10:06, Leesburg, 10:06, East Monroe, 10:10. The updated arrival time, New Martinsburg, 10:12, 10:17, First Church of God, Rock Mills, around 10:17. So the possibility of large hail, they've got 1 1/4 inches. It could be a little larger than that now coming out of the storm as it moves across eastern Clinton County now, and we come in a little tighter here, right around Lees Creek, south of Sabina is where we're seeing some of this potentially large hail. And again, some of this is going to come right across northern Highland County too. That may even kind of brush the Leesburg area. And I kind of put this in motion. You can see how that hail core again has been growing. I want to see if I can kind of do a 3D slice of this thing and see just how high that is. Yeah, that storm is up there. Let me see if I can adjust this. So we look at that storm, you know, towering. I mean, it's towering up to around 50,000 feet, which will be the top line there. So the hail is being lofted to about 35,000 feet up in the sky there into Clinton County right now. So that, it's a supercell thunderstorm. It's a rotating thunderstorm that has had a history of producing tornadoes. So we need to keep an eye on this thing until it gets out of our viewing area for sure. This is the one, Eric, I kept looking at this thinking, I don't like that storm. I don't like it. So far, not enough rotation to produce a tornado. Fingers crossed. I hope I didn't jinx us. But you continue to look at that thing, from a flat perspective now. So this is the 3D perspective. Eric's got the flat perspective as we look down on that thing now.
Yeah, it's kind of running out of time as far as our viewing area goes, but certainly still has a lot of strength left. And my goodness, look at the lightning strikes here across the region. This storm certainly has kind of exploded over the last maybe 20, 30 minutes or so. And just before it exits our viewing area, it certainly is going to show every bit of its strength here. I want to show you the lightning strikes here, at least the count. This is just in the last 15 minutes, really over Clinton County. About 175 strikes there in about that county in the last 15 minutes. So incredible. Again, that tells that same story. There actually continues rising close to 180 as we go through Lee's Creek. That is where we're seeing some of that intense hail rates there, about 1.5 inches in diameter, maybe even close to 2 inches. So it's that could easily break your car windows, at least give you some roof damage there. So that's what we are concerned about when we are talking about severe thunderstorms, when we're talking about certainly those destructive, maybe golf ball size hail, and even beyond that as well. And just kind of following this out, the reason why I've been watching this particular storm in the last couple hours or so, even back through Hamilton area, as it goes now back into parts of Warren County, actually dumping right over Mason area. I think even Kings Island may be affected there. I'm not sure how late they stay open on Fridays, maybe around 10 or so. They certainly were affected in the past hour or so as well. And then now we continue tracking this severe thunderstorm off to the east. As I mentioned, though, it is at least running out of time for the far eastern portion of Clinton County. But look at back to the west. We're still not done yet. Still talking about redevelopment. And that's going to happen until we get this last leg of storms associated with the front out of here. So even though we're talking about this cell in eastern Clinton County, we still have about another maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours or so left to go. So we're not quite done yet, John.
I want to point out that we are going to continue our weather coverage over on Star 64. So if you're watching us on Local 12, if you're watching us on the CW Cincinnati, we invite you to turn over to Star 64 right now for Local 12 news at 10 on Star 64. And we will continue to track these storms, the last of these moving out of Clinton County and Highland County. They just extended that warning for parts of those counties until 10:45 tonight. So until 10:45, we're going to be dealing with that storm up here into northern parts of Highland County and far eastern Clinton County. They're still showing 70-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail possible with that storm as it moves across Clinton County and Warren County. And yes, that's the last warning for the far northeast portion of our viewing area.